Sugar's Forecast module incorporates opportunities or revenue line item records, if they're being used, to build forecast worksheets to better predict sales. But before users can access the Forecast module to begin building forecast worksheets, an admin has to configure the Forecast module with your organization's desired time periods, ranges, scenarios, and worksheet columns. To access the Forecast Settings page, navigate to the Administration homepage and click the Forecast link under the Forecast panel. The first configuration panel is the time periods, which allow you to select the fiscal year and the frequency of quota cycles. Choose yearly if your organization has quarterly quotas that build an annual goal, or quarterly if it's monthly quotas to build a quarterly goal. Next, use the calendar to select the start day and month of your organization's fiscal year from the date picker. If you pick a date other than January 1st, the fiscal year will span 2 years. You will need to specify when of those 2 years the start date applies. Then you will need to select the number of the periods that need to be displayed for the future time period in your users' worksheets. In our case, we will display 12 quarters in the future, and you'll need to select the number of periods that you need to display for the past time periods in your user's worksheet. So when you select 3 yearly time periods, that's 12 quarters. The next panel to configure is the ranges. Forecast ranges are a method of predefining what opportunities or revenue line item records should be included in the forecast and which should not. There are 3 options: 2 ranges, 3 ranges, and custom ranges. In 2 ranges, you simply select what's included and everything else is automatically excluded. In 3 ranges, you can enable an intermediate range. This intermediate range is called the upside. It's not included in the forecast, but it allows users to classify those excluded opportunities or revenue line items based on likelihood that they will close. The custom ranges let you name the ranges and select if you want to include them in the forecast. The next configuration panel is scenarios. This allows you to decide if you want the default likely amount field or also add the worst and/or best amount fields. By adding more scenarios, you are providing the ability for a broader range of possible sales information when working to make forecast as predictive as possible. And finally, in the configuration panel called Worksheet Columns, you can choose the columns that display in the user's worksheet. To remove a column, click the X by the field name, and to add a field, click in the text box and choose from the drop-down list that will appear. Once you save your configurations, the worksheet will display. You can see all your configurations here. Keep in mind that once your forecast configurations are completed, time periods cannot be changed without risking the existing forecast data. Please refer to the documentation for more information about this. Thanks for watching this video.